So welcome to RadScholars. We are a federally recognized nonprofit based here in Canada. Our vision is to be multinational, to have students from all over the world working on research remotely. So that's kind of our mission. So we'll start off with some introductions so that everyone gets to know each other, and we also can, of course, appreciate the diversity that this group brings in. So I'll start off with myself. My name is Mohammed, and I'm a second year Dalhousie student. I'm based here in Atlantic Canada, Nova Scotia, and the area of radiology that I'm most intrigued by is ultrasound. So if we can just go around the room, get everyone to introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, I'm Sihat Salam. I'm currently in my third year for biomedical science at York University. I'm based near York University in Mississauga, GTA, and about the area of radiology that I'm intrigued about, it's mostly cardiac sonography. I attended the RadCon recently, and it was a great presentation, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
Hey, my name is Nithrof. I'm actually a third-year medical student studying in Queen's University, Belfast in the UK. So I'm based in Belfast, Northern Ireland, UK. And the area of radiology that I'm most intrigued in would be interventional cardiology and vascular surgery.
Hello, I'm Kiari, and I'm a third-year student at Mount Allison University, which is in New Brunswick, Canada. And the area of radiology that I'm intrigued by is MRI.
Hi there, my name is Helly. I am a first-year student at the University of Ottawa in biomedical sciences, and I like radiation oncology the most.
Hi, my name is Tanya, and I'm in my second year at McMaster, which is in Hamilton in GTA. And currently I'm studying Honors Life Sciences program and minoring in psychology. Yeah.
Is that everyone?
Oh. Hi, sorry. Hi, my name is Diana. I'm currently in Mississauga, but I go to the University of Ottawa. I'm in my final year, and my area of interest in radiology is probably MRI as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Janice, and I'm at Western University. I'm currently studying medical science, and I'm in first year. And the area of radiology that intrigues me the most is also MRIs.
Hi everyone, I'm Vivek. I am in my third year at McMaster University. I'm studying in the iBiomed program, but specializing in the health sciences stream. And I guess the most intriguing part about radiology to me is MRI as well.
Hello everybody, my name is Tan, and I'm studying at University of Guelph. My major is biochemistry, and the area of radiology that intrigues me is also MRI.
Hi everyone, my name is Sharon. I'm currently doing a second degree in radiological technology at Michener and University of Toronto. The area that most interests me is interventional radiology, and I hope to pursue research in this field in the near future.
Hi everyone, my name is Selvi. I'm a third-year student at McMaster University, and I'm studying biology and the integrated science program. And the area of radiology that most interests me is probably ultrasounds and x-rays.
Hi there, my name is Saji. I'm actually a recent graduate from University of Toronto, and sorry, I'm at work. But the field that of radiology that I find most interesting is ultrasound, especially in the field of obstetrics.
Hi everyone, I'm Mitali. I'm in second year student studying radiation science at Michigan and UFT, and the area of I'm interested in is radiation oncology.
Hi, my name is Ocean. I am also a student at UFT and Michigan studying radiation therapy, and my area of interest in radiology is also radiation oncology.
All right, I think that was everyone. Yeah, okay. And can someone confirm that I'm not muted, just in case?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
I forgot. I think I forgot to go. Hi. Sorry. My name's Kevin. I'm fourth year Kent Mac. And area of radiology that interests me. Probably brain.
All right, perfect. We'll get started then.
Oh, can I go? I forgot to go.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Hi, I'm Katerina. I'm at University of Toronto studying public health sciences and biomedical ethics. And the area of radiology that interests me is radiation oncology. Sorry, I forgot to go as well. But my name's Navneet. I'm a second year student in the Honors Integrated Science Program at McMaster. And I'm most interested in ultrasound and MRI.
Hi, I also didn't go. My name's Alexia. I'm in my second year at McMaster as well in molecular biology and genetics, and MRIs are the area of radiology I'm most intrigued by.
All right, I think that was everyone. But let me know if you still didn't go. So just a little bit about RadScholars. I already kind of explained this, but we are a Canadian registered nonprofit. We were actually launched pretty recently, so it's been like around 8 months since our inception. We initially started off with I think just a kind of mini research group that then developed into a full-blown organization. And then we had people from marketing, outreach, content all come together and develop this initiative. Our goal is to connect diverse minds from all over the globe to work on various radiology-related research projects in the hopes of empowering the participants' ideation, critical thinking, and science communication abilities. So what's unique about us is that we focus mainly on radiology. So radiology is a discipline within medicine that focuses on diagnostic imaging. So we're looking at ultrasound, MRI, CT, PET, all the different imaging modalities. We kind of really explore that area and kind of specialize in it. We also supply you with advisors that are within this area. So we have radiologists, interventionist radiologists, and also various technologists as well that are engaged in research that are willing to serve as advisors and help you with your research proposal and also help with the manuscript as well. So as mentioned before, we publish research on our website. We kind of feature, we don't really publish it, we just kind of advise you when it comes to the publication process and connect you to the right leads. And hopefully, of course, at the end of the journey, you're able to publish something in a PubMed index journal, ideally. And we also aim to build a community about or around radiology. So this is something that we hope to do. Radiology tends to be a field that is often overlooked in medicine. And so what we hope to do is just bring a community, a diverse community that's interdisciplinary and intercollegiate to kind of just unite and work together on various scholarly efforts and initiatives. And our team mainly works on Teams. So Microsoft Teams is our platform of choice, and it's mainly because we can easily share documents and share various resources on that platform. So it's very easy, and we also have a feature where it's like I guess a Word doc that's integrated as part of Teams that everyone can just edit and modify simultaneously. So this is very convenient as opposed to having a separate Google Doc that you have to use and kind of you have to kind of move from different browsers and platforms. So we just like to keep everything in one place and that way, of course, it will just help with the efficiency and facilitate progress. So as mentioned earlier, we have quite a diverse group. We have people from all over the world, from areas like North America, Canada, United States, but also, of course, Nigeria, South America, various people from Peru and Brazil, and we also have people from the United Kingdom and Pakistan and India, as well as Iraq. So we are quite diverse, and we have people from all over the globe. Now, this does mean that time zones sometimes are a bit of an issue, and especially for meeting sessions, and you're trying to kind of have a work session together, but you have people from other parts of the world that have nighttime while you have morning time. So the way we kind of go around that is to kind of have people essentially kind of split up into mini groups within the already existing research group, and that way, of course, we can still kind of coordinate and kind of communicate with each other. So yeah, this is just another map kind of indicating the distribution. So this is, I think, actually more updated to reflect our numbers right now. So yeah. So some of our core principles, this includes accountability, transparency, participation, inclusion, academic integrity. I also want to mention our acknowledgement principle, which is actually quite a vital one. Of course, we aim to acknowledge everyone that puts in the effort. So depending on the amount of effort that you put in, you will either be acknowledged in the acknowledgement section or, of course, as a co-author. It just depends on, I guess, the work dynamic and also the amount of effort you kind of dedicate. And of course, we believe in collaboration as well as a strict anti-plagiarism policy as well. We do have a anti-plagiarism program as well that we run everything through. So this is something that we provided our advisors access to, and they will have access to it as well. So some of the organizations that we're partnered with right now, so these are some of our supporters and also sponsors. We've actually recently launched RadCon, so we had like a different kind of set of partners / sponsors for that. But these are the kind of sponsors or partners that supported all of our initiatives. So this includes ClickUp, that provided us with a discount, Wolfram, that provided us access to various mathematical services as well. We also have Panel to the People that provided us with outreach and also advising as well. We have the Nova Scotia Health Authority that were actually nice enough to offer us some advisors from their research domain. And of course, we have a couple of other partners that I guess we'll mention later on if you happen to ask about them. So yeah, welcome to the team. We're glad to have you, and hopefully, of course, you can learn something new and at the end, ideally publish something. So just kind of a description of how our team works. So as mentioned earlier, we have weekly calls on Microsoft Teams. So I think for the most part, groups tend to have, I believe, one session per week where they meet on a mutually agreed upon time. And this is usually settled using a when to meet link where we can just vote, and then everyone can have a shot at their vote, and that way, of course, we can reach a consensus with regards to timing. And then once that's set up, the research lead is responsible for sending out invitations. So these can be, Google invitations, Outlook invitations, whatever you prefer. Just send those out to everyone in the group so that everyone is notified of the time. And of course, the I guess project leads or the research leads are responsible also for coordinating things and also connecting with the board of directors as well, just to make sure that the group is progressing through the content fairly well and also through the research process. So the research leads, I should mention, will be kind of decided based on the questionnaires that will be filled in by everyone. So I will attach the link actually to the chat after I'm done with the presentation, and hopefully, of course, everyone can complete that. We'll also use the questionnaire to decide on the members of the group. So this is going to, again, rely on the interests. So, if you happen to be interested in ultrasound, then of course we'll connect you with someone who's also intrigued and interested about ultrasound. And also, based on your sample writing, we'll decide whether or not you qualify as a research lead, and based on your general kind of experience as well as a scholar. But you can definitely apply as both a research lead and research assistant. So This is a question you get quite often: why Microsoft Teams out of all the other platforms like Discord, Slack, and all the other platforms? So for Microsoft Teams, we found that the first thing is that it's cheap, and also the fact that we can easily share and collaboratively work on documents, and that's really the ideal thing when it comes to Microsoft Teams. You can actually have a very structured flow to your workspace and organize things into folders, and those folders, of course, can be accessible by everyone in the team. So that's pretty convenient, and it'll definitely facilitate efficiency. There's also, of course, chat feature, and you can also meet on Teams as well. So you can do everything on Teams essentially, and this is what we kind of were chasing at the beginning. We were kind of just chasing some platform that would essentially have everything in one place. So you would chat in one place, you would have calls in one place, and also you work on your research proposals and manuscripts all in one place. So I think Teams offers that, and that's why we went with it. And yeah, so this is just our onboarding process. It's a bit convoluted, but we have, in addition to the research, part of our organization, we also have marketing, design, outreach, and all the other kind of householding tasks that need to be completed to maintain the organization. So if you are interested in joining any of those teams, let me know. I think that based on the descriptions, you can kind of tell what they do and what they're involved with. So let me know if you're interested in any of these, and I can send you the form. So this is actually one of our research guides that we actually completed recently. It's available on our website, so if you want to have a look at it, it's essentially a guide that directs you about how to secure research opportunities, and also how to communicate with PIs and go about funding and all that stuff. So feel free to read it, and I think our design team spent a lot of time designing this, and I think they did a good job for sure. And we also have a course that's coming out pretty soon. So this is actually going to be entitled Intro to Research Methods in Radiology. So again, we're specializing in radiology, so we're going to be exploring research methods within radiology and really explore all the different elements of research. So Shirag is actually leading this, so he's one of the board of director members, and I think he's leading this with Ian as well. He has a team of a couple of students working on this. So ideally we're looking at the completion date probably at around the following 2 weeks or so, and we're hoping that we can finish this off and hopefully get people enrolled in this course. It'll be, I think, mainly on Thinkify as well. So this is an optional thing; you don't have to do it, but we recommend that everyone does it, especially if it's your first time doing research within the field of radiology. It's definitely very helpful and informative. So yeah, research dynamics. This is something we covered before, but just as a reminder. The way it works, it's fairly straightforward. We just have groups on Microsoft Teams, and everyone will be added to the groups, to the relevant groups that they're part of. And again, our choices will be determined based on the questionnaire that everyone completes. So I'll make sure to send that in the chat so everyone can have access to it. And I think also we'll send out an email with the link as well, just to kind of get everyone to fill it in. But the way it works is once you complete the questionnaire, we have a very good idea of what you're interested in and what kind of research you want to kind of do in the future. So based on that, we can then work on matching you with people that have similar interests and are also planning on exploring similar topics. And that way, of course, you're matched with people, with peers that have similar interests and also similar goals and also similar experience as well. So all those three kind of go into it. And also you can apply to be a research lead or research assistant. It is up to you. You can click both, I think, so it's kind of up to you. But just to kind of reiterate, the research lead is responsible for coordinating everything and connecting with the board of director members, and also connecting with advisors as well, making sure that everything is on track and make sure that all members or research assistants are engaged at all times. So this is quite a major responsibility, and I mean, it is definitely, it definitely requires someone that's looking to lead the team and to really take on quite the load. But the commitment for the research lead, I would say, would be around 2 to 4 hours per week, depending on at what stage your group is at. So right now, I think we're going to just have you guys probably introduce yourselves for the first session that's coming up pretty soon, once, of course, matching is done. And it's just going to be kind of introductions, exploring perhaps potential topics that you might explore down the road. But no pressure at all whatsoever. It's just kind of introductions and getting to know each other and just learning more about each other and your backgrounds. And then, of course, following that week, you might kind of start considering a topic, and you might start looking into it a bit more and start talking about your research proposal. We'll make sure to add that as part of your Microsoft Teams as well. We have a template that we want you to kind of complete after probably like a month and a half or like a month, I would say. After a lot of coordination and weekly meetings to complete that. And then afterwards, the research proposal is reviewed by our research advisors. And then, of course, our research advisors will offer insights and advice and direction as well to kind of make sure that you're exploring an innovative topic, and also make sure that you have enough literature out there to support your research. And then, of course, at that point, you can start developing your manuscript draft. So this is going to be probably, it will take around, I would say, a month and a half, maybe 2 months to develop. But, again, we are open to having different groups going at different, I guess, paces, because we definitely had that in the past where some groups just went through it a lot quicker than others. And so we are willing to accommodate that as well, and just inform advisors of that as well, and make sure that you're on track and you get the feedback that you require. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm pretty sure like a lot of you have some questions because it's a lot of info. So let me know if I didn't answer any of the questions you may have.
I have a quick question. Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yep. So are there any professors or researchers involved within the organization?
Yes, so our advisory board is composed of radiologists and also advisors that are not necessarily related to the field, but related to, I guess, nonprofit development, and they have experience with marketing, so they help us with all that stuff. But our advisory board is composed of around 24 advisors, and a lot of them act as research advisors, so they also offer advice and insight and help you, of course, along the way to develop your proposal. So yeah, we do have professionals on board as well, if that's what you're asking.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks. And another question regarding your publications. So how do we, who decides that what's going to be published, and who's going to be a co-author, or who's going to be mentioned in the credit section?
Yeah. So this is going to be done through mainly the research lead and also the advisor. So it will be determined because, of course, the research lead is also responsible for keeping a log of all the hours that each member spends. So based on their contributions and also based on the experience of the research advisors, that will be kind of selected. And of course, as the board of directors, we may also offer some insight or advice regarding that as well. But it will be mainly through the research advisors and the research lead.
All right, great, thanks.
Hi, sorry, I have a quick question there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
So I just wanted to know how many people would be there in each group.
So I would say around 3 to 8 members per group.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get the part. When are we deciding our groups?
So we have everyone complete a questionnaire, so I just actually sent the link in the chat. And that questionnaire has all the relevant questions that we want everyone to fill in, so that, of course, we can match you with the right people, basically. So right now, I think it'll probably take another 2 days to get everyone to fill this in. And ideally, the deadline for this would be, I would say, the 21st, midnight. So if you can just finish it before then, we can then start the matching process and match you with the right people.
Okay, so thanks.
Hi, I also have a question about research and how it's conducted? Is it mostly looking through databases, or will any of it be like in person at a lab?
So there won't be any in-person research activities at all. It's mainly done remotely, and I think, by the very nature of how radiology is, I think, it's mainly done through, I guess, systematic reviews and meta-analyses. That's kind of how most radiology studies are done, although there are some clinical studies, of course, that have been done in the past. But again, all the research will be done remotely. It will be done all kind of virtually, because we do have people from all over the world, so it would be impossible to have people, attend some in-person session, and also, I guess, COVID-19 restrictions as well prevent us from doing that.
Thank you so much.
Also, a quick question. For the link that you just sent in the chat, I was just looking through the Google form. It says to give a little writing. So what kind of writing are you looking for specifically?
So we're looking at, honestly, any kind of writing. We are looking for your best works that, of course, this can help us determine, whether or not you would qualify as a research lead. But of course, if you didn't check the box research lead, then of course we wouldn't consider that. But if you are planning on applying to become a research lead, then we're looking for your best work, regardless of what it is. Even if it was submitted as part of your course work at some university, that's fine. That's completely acceptable. We're just looking for, I guess, a formal, substantiated literary piece that we can have a look at and evaluate.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry, I have a question. So I cannot access the chat box. It says it's only available to 15 members. I don't know.
Okay.
Were
Were you added to the Microsoft?
I think I signed in.
Okay, let me double check. But also, we'll send that link to everyone that was accepted as well. So if you happen to be one of those people that that received an acceptance email, then we'll follow up with another email just to kind of make sure that you have all the relevant links, because I think we ran into this problem before, and we'll just make sure that everyone receives the link via email.
All right, great, thanks.
Hey, also one more thing. It says that did you sign RadScholars agreement form? Where can I find it?
So there should be a link at the top in the description section.
Okay.
Let me know if you found it.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Sorry, could you repeat where to find that?
The sign, like the agreement link?
Yes.
Okay, so it's in the description section in the form. So I can actually also send that in the chat if you can't find it.
I wasn't able to find it either, so yeah.
I'll see it, or is it like, okay.
I
perfect.
can see it, yeah.
Hi, so I had a question about the research avenue for the first project. Like, what exactly does research avenue entail? Is it like a specific topic in radiology, or?
So we're pretty flexible. Like, you can define it however you would like. It's mainly, I guess, we're looking for, I guess, a general topic, or perhaps a, I guess, a field that you would like to explore in the future for your first project. So it doesn't have to be very specific. It can be very general. And we don't expect a defined research question at this stage. So we would just like to kind of get a sense of what you're passionate about, and also what you would, I guess, enjoy writing about, basically.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, and we also have a presentation contest coming up soon as well. So that's going to happen in like the next 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So what that is basically we have a couple of members as part of our teams that are planning to present a short 50-minute presentation about a topic. So you know, if you're interested in attending, then I think you should find the link in the general channel. But like text me if you can't find it. It should be there though. And also, I'll send a reminder as well to everyone to kind of attend. But we're hoping to have as many people attend as possible, and we also have a form as well where attendees can fill in their feedback and grade each group that is presenting, because at the end of the event, we'll be awarding the first place winners with a $50 Amazon gift card. So we're definitely looking to find a winner, and we'll rely on the feedback and the grading that that is offered by the attendees.
I just have a quick question. For the agreement form, once we sign it, is it just like a yes or no thing, or we have to submit that form somewhere?
I think at the end, it will ask you to submit, like once you fill all the spaces, right? So I think you just click done and then it submits.
Like at the bottom of the page?
The top right corner.
Oh,
it should say done.
Oh yeah, okay. Cool. Thanks.
Sorry, I'm not sure if you already mentioned this, but for the Google form that you sent, where it's asking about research lead versus research assistant, could you just like quickly re-explain what the differences are in those two?
Okay. So for the research lead, they'll be responsible for coordinating pretty much all the different, I guess, operations carried out by the team. So, and they'll also be responsible for connecting the team with the board of directors and also the research advisor. And also they'll be responsible for determining the authorship order as well, along with the advisors. So yeah, it's quite the responsibility, and the commitment is probably going to be 2 to 4 hours per week, depending on the stage of research. So it depends on whether you're developing the manuscript or perhaps you're at the final stages of publication. So it just depends on what stage. And also for the research assistants, sorry, I didn't explain that. For the research assistants, we're looking at a commitment that's much lower, so like 1 to 2 hours, and that also varies, of course, with the stage as well. So if you're at the beginning, then and also depends on the sections as well that are assigned to you. So it depends on so many different things, but for the most part, it's going to be like 1 to 3 hours per week, and you'll be responsible for contributing and staying engaged as well, and making sure that you are communicating with the research lead and the advisors and staying updated with everything that's happening.
Okay, that works. And one last thing, you said so the 2 main things we have to fill out is just the form and the signing agreement, right? Is there anything else?
Right.
You said there was
yeah, that's all. It's just the sign now form and also the Google form. And if you can finish that as soon as possible, that'd be good as well.
Okay. Did you mention a writing sample as well that we had presented?
Oh, it's also part of the Google form, so I think you just have to upload it.
Sounds good. Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry, I just have a quick question regarding the next meeting. Is it going to be determined depending on the forms and whatever we fill out and what group we're put in?
The winners, the recipients of the award?
No. I mean, you know how you said we're going to be put in groups, like research groups? So is the next meeting for that, is it going to be determined depending on which group we're put in, or is there a specific time we're going to meet next?
Actually, what's happening in the next couple of minutes is going to be just it's just essentially a presentation contest. So I'm just asking people to attend that session just because it's just an engaging session, and I think a lot of people will learn new things. So, but yeah, regarding the matching process, that's going to happen separately, and that will happen once everyone completes the form. So once everyone has the form completed and also the sign now agreement done, then of course we'll start matching probably by the 21st or the 22nd.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Thank you.
No worries.
Hi, quick question. You just talked about recipient of award. I think I missed that.
Yeah, so in the next couple of minutes, we're going to have a presentation contest. And what this entails is basically we already have existing research groups that are working on research currently. And we asked all of our teams to present a presentation about their research topic. And it'll be around 50 minutes, I believe. It shouldn't go over that. And we're just, hoping to have as many people attend as possible, just because we're asking all attendees to fill in a Google form, which will be kind of, your chance to evaluate the presentation and the performance of the group. And based on everyone's feedback, so all the attendees, filling that form and submitting it, we'll choose a winner, I guess, or the first place, winner of this presentation contest, and they'll be receiving a $50 Amazon gift card. It'll be split up between the team members.
All right, thanks.
All right, I'll stop the recording now. Oh, sorry.
One last question. So, do you have to be only part of one group, or if you want, you could be part of maybe two groups?
That's a good question. So we've never had anyone do that before, but I think I can't see why you can't do that. If you're able to, I guess, manage your time and I guess work things, then you can probably do that. Yeah, so if you can text me and let me know if that's something that you're interested in doing, then I can look into it a bit further, because we just haven't had anyone do this before. Yeah, and I'll just kind of, I guess, keep a mental note if that's something that you're interested in, then I can, I guess, do the matching accordingly if that's something you're interested in.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I had a question. So will research assistants have the opportunity to to contribute in writing the manuscripts?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. So it will be developed by the research leads along with the research assistants. The advisors are not really contributing to the work. All they're doing is just offering feedback, and it's all you essentially. The research assistants along with the research leads, they're going to coordinate and work over teams to develop a manuscript. And of course, the workload will be allocated proportionally, so that everyone, of course, gets an equal workload, and they can contribute to the section that was assigned. And yeah, so it really is like a group effort. Everyone is involved and everyone is working on this together.
Okay, so does that mean that of course it's based on your effort, but if it's equal proportions, will the entire group be placed as co-authors?
Yeah, so that also depends on the publisher, right? So some publishers put restrictions on that, you can only have a certain number of co-authors. So it just depends on I guess what path you take and what journal you choose at the end. So yeah, it just depends on the journal that you select at the end of the day, really.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I have a question about the publishers. You said, are the publishers undergraduate university publications, or is it going to be publishing journals, or is it going to be a well-known published journal, publication journal?
Yeah, so that's up to you to decide, and your group. So that's not something that we dictate. This is entirely you. You're selecting the journal and you're coordinating with them. If you happen to choose a Nature journal, then go right ahead. We'll provide the advising that's necessary, but it's completely up to you. You can choose whatever journal you would like. You can choose a PubMed index journal and submit your manuscript to them. So it's all up to you. We don't really provide any direction with regards to that, other than the advising.
Is there a fee to that, for the publication that we have to pay?
What was that, sir?
Is there a fee to the publication that we have to pay, or does the organization cover that?
That's between you and the journal. We don't cover that.
All right.
We usually have groups just splitting up the cost. So yeah, just between the co-authors.
All right, thanks.
Sorry, I joined a bit late, but I was wondering what exactly you're looking for in the sample of writing?
So we're looking for any kind of research work that you've done in the past. So your best work, or really just it could be from one of your courses. We're just looking for a sample of your writing that we can evaluate.
Okay, like research related, of course.
Yeah, ideally, yeah. All right, was that everything? I'll stop the recording for now.